really, and it's great to have you guys with us as well, instead of sucking up to the judges. But really, I was reading about Streets of Growth on the website and about the struggles faced by the young people of Tower Hamlets. Postcode territorialism, drugs, education dropout, gang warfare, and other related behaviours. And it moved me to get involved, and I really feel like perhaps I should put myself forward as a mentor for these kids. I think they could really relate with some of the struggles that I've been through. I mean, I know more than most how hard it can be growing up on an estate. Managing the grouse and pheasants, dealing with the moor, and it's so stressful, really. I've got a lot of sympathy for those people. An education dropout, well, I mean, I'll be honest, I've got a degree in history of art. Postcode territorialism. My God, it's getting expensive to live in SW6 these days. No, so really, I think I'd be great with the kids. And I'd just like to point out I've got my Duke of Edinburgh's awards, and I'm not talking about prizes for inadvertent racism. First aid, okay. So I think I'd be great. I mean, I can see it now. Little Jamal, he'd be like, yo, Pete man, listen up, blood, like, you get me? Them East Side boys, they're after me, man. I don't want no trouble or nothing, but man, them gonna broke me up, innit? So, for those of you who need translation, it's basically saying he's got a problem with his brethren. And I'm not talking about the friars from the local abbey. I'm talking gangs. But I'd be there with, relevant advice to give the guy. I'd be like, Jamal, this is very much like a skirmish I once encountered in the bridge clubs. Picture this. Jaunty and I were a rubber down. Rupert was dummy. And we'd just bid 5 no trumps doubled. You could cut the tension with a knife. Well, actually, we weren't allowed knives at school. But, I mean, we did have guns, for the clays, for shooting the pheasants. But no, seriously, I think it's great to be working with Tower Hamlets. And I think, it'd be a very educational experience for me. I mean, for years I thought Tower Hamlets were the king-size cigars we smoked after signing a big deal. We've got a lot to be grateful to Tower Hamlets for. I mean, we've got an amazing location here, don't we? On the footsteps of one of London's most distinctive listed buildings, the very sight of which has put fear into the heart of many an unwilling visitor, fearful of the squalid conditions that they might find there. But enough about the Guomen Hotel. We're also near the Tower Hamlets. And of course, beautiful St. Catherine's Docks, full of all these wonderful boats that never actually go anywhere. But yeah, we're very lucky here at RPC to have such a great spot. And at RPC, I'm actually in the commercial contracts team. And I like to, I like to think of, commercial contracts. We're very much like the DJs of the legal world. Hear me out. Firstly, Both jobs are best done under the influence of either alcohol or drugs. And secondly, we both charge our clients thousands of pounds for taking things that other people have created, mixing them together, and then producing something that we pass off as our own original work. Brilliant. So, you know, I'm obviously very enthusiastic about my job and about commercial contracts. And, you know, sometimes, you know, I can get a bit carried away. I really can. The other week, I was at the mobile phone shop, and while everyone else there is checking out the latest phones and the coolest technology, all I can think about is, what are the terms and conditions that I'm signing? I mean, I couldn't believe some of those limitation of liability clauses. So aggressively drafted. I mean, I was offended, really. So anyway, there I was, in the middle of Carphone Warehouse, all the different sets of terms and conditions out in front of me, doing a manual red line on comparison. When all of a sudden it just occurred to me, I mean, no one else ever reads this shit, nothing ever happens to them. So try not to dismiss entirely the value of my day job. I threw the terms and conditions onto the ground, I threw caution to the wind, and I had a look at a mobile phone or two. And I actually bought one. I bought an iPhone 5. Nice phone. It's amazing the technology these days, you know. But you've got to be careful as well. You know, it can be dangerous. That predictive text stuff, God, that's dangerous. My brother got into a bit of a scrape with that recently when he sent the following text message to the mother of his daughter. Just with Amy in Tesco's picking up some food, should be round at yours for 6:30. Well, he was shocked when he read the message which had actually been sent. You fucking bitch, you ruined my life. But anyway, I digress. Commercial contracts. We don't just draft them, you know, we also negotiate them. And it's great fun. My favourite part of the job, for sure. And actually, I think about negotiation very much like making love. Firstly, it's considered very forward to do it the first time you meet someone. Secondly, if you go in there and try and get what you want too quickly without suitably warming up, you're unlikely to achieve a successful outcome. And thirdly, and perhaps most importantly, it can be quite dangerous to assume an extreme position too long. But anyway, enough word chat. I'll tell you something about me. Something that people don't know about me is that at the weekends, I like to dress up in women's clothes and answer to the name Shirley. No, I'm just kidding. I didn't hear that. What did you say? Anyway, I'm just kidding. Not just the weekends, weekday evening. No, really. What not everyone knows about me is that I'm actually an identical triplet. So, yeah, it's true. Always happened. So I also answer to the names James, Robin, and which one are you again? People ask, what's it like being an identical triplet? And, I mean, to be honest, you know, it's been quite difficult, it's quite hard. Yeah. I mean, everyone else, they get their own fertilised egg, We had to share one. Worried, like, what if that means we only get a third of the attributes of a normal human being? What if we only got a third of the brain, for example? No comments, please. But we realised recently, actually, we don't need to worry about that. Between the three of us, we really are the perfect man. I mean, Jim's got a wife, Rob's got a kid, and I've got a job. And hopefully after tonight, I still will do. Thank you very much.